Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our today's topic is collection of data, and subtopic is how basic data is collected. When basic data is to be collected from its primary source, how do we do it? That is when we collect data from its basic sources. How do we collect that data? This collection of data involves a study of set of statistical methods, or we can say the statistical techniques to collect the data from the sources. It involves set of statistical methods, or we can say the statistical techniques by which we collect the data. There are some well-known methods of collecting the data from its primary source. So we will discuss here these well-known methods of collecting the primary data. The number first is direct personal investigation. Direct personal investigation. Direct personal investigation. And second is indirect oral investigation. Indirect oral investigation. The third method is information from local sources, or we can say correspondence. Fourth method is information through questionnaire. Questionnaires or schedules. This information through questionnaire or through schedules, it has two types. Number first is mailing method, and second is enumerators method. Enumerators method. Here we will discuss the first, that is direct personal investigation. Direct personal investigation. The first method is direct personal investigation method for collecting the data. This method, direct personal investigation method, it is the method by which we collect the data personally. We collect the data personally, or this method is the method by which data are personally collected by the investigator. Or we can say the investigator personally collects the data from informants, the person who gives the information regarding whom we need the information, that is informants. The investigator personally collects the data from the informants under this method. Or in other words, we can say in this method the investigator establishes direct relation, establishes direct relation with the person regarding the information is obtained, or from whom the information is to be obtained. In this method, the investigator directly collects the data from the informant, or we can say this investigator established the direct relation with the person from whom the information is to be obtained. But this method, it would be successful if this investigator requires to be very diligent, efficient, impartial, and tolerant. This method, it would be successful if the investigator is diligent, efficient, impartial, and tolerant. This direct contact with the workers of the industry or industry to obtain information about any census, or we can say if we have to collect data regarding anything, we create the direct contact with the workers or with the person from whom we have to collect the data. This method, direct personal investigation method, where it is suitable, that is suitability of this method, where it suits where the field of investigation is limited. Investigation is limited. Where the field of investigation is limited or not very large, we use this personal investigation, direct personal investigation. And where a greater degree of originality of data is required. Where we requires the original data, that is a greater degree of originality is required, we use this direct personal investigation, because by creating the direct relation or directly or by this direct investigation, direct relation, direct contact with the informant, we get the original data. That's why where we require a greater degree of originality, we use this direct personal investigation method of collecting data. And number third is information is to be kept secret. Information is to be kept secret, where we use this direct personal investigation method. It is needed where we have to keep the data secret. We cannot create the contact with other persons regarding the data, or while we have to keep this information or data secret, we create the direct contact with the person. That is where the data is kept secret. Number fourth is accuracy, where we have accuracy of data is of great significance. We use this direct personal investigation, and where direct contact is required. Direct contact is required.